Hey y'all, Magi the Labyrinth of Magic, chapter 197 review. That's right, chapter 197. Now, I must say this first and foremost. This video was supposed to be done and uploaded this morning, right? But the chapter wasn't out yet. What do? So, I'm coming to you with it now. For those who are accustomed on my channel to getting Sunday Magi reviews in the afternoon and such, life happened. You already know. Alright, this chapter, very important in the storyline of Magi. Very, very important. The gravity of this chapter, phenomenal. Truth was spoken. Foreshadowing, all of that there. Beautiful. Alright, so we get into this. At the beginning, we see a okay, I have to say this as a disclaimer. A lot of people might be upset by this chapter because there's pretty much no action. Now, mind you this, these kind of chapters are important when so much action, such as what has been happening in this Magnostadt War, has been occurring. A conclusion is being come to. Peace is being attained finally after all this time. It's been, this Magnostadt War been going on for 40-50 chapters at least, 40-50 plus. You understand what I'm saying? So the dialogue we got was not unnecessary. Everything in this chapter was important stuff. Now, the small conversation that we had between Judar and Ren Hakuryu in this chapter at the beginning, it was quite interesting. I found it quite interesting. Judar is like, yeah, what are you gonna do, Hakuryu? Your sister's on the battlefield. You see, Hakuryu, even though he wants to off his mom because she had his father killed, amongst other things, he loves his sister very deeply. But Hakuryu reminds Judar, like, yeah, we didn't come here for that. We came here on other business. And Judar's like, yeah, you're right. So we see their faces. Now, some people were seeing evil in them last chapter. I think they've changed. I don't know we still don't know what their objective is. That's for next arc, okay? Or maybe the end of this arc, which we see at the end, it says this arc's ending next chapter. Thank you. Alright. I love this arc, definitely, but it's time to end it. It's time to end this Magnostadt War arc. It's time to. This Magnostadt Arc, and let's move on with the story. So that was some good stuff. We still are left in a bit of suspense and mystery surrounding what Hakuryu and Judar are on the battlefield for. Cool, nice. Then we jump on over to the whole conversation with the Chancellor, Aladdin, and a little bit of Yam. The Chancellor's talking about, I'll keep being short and summarize it. Pretty much the Chancellor saying how he realized how wrong he was. How pretty much magicians aren't superior to Goy. How, his ideals, they were wrong. He made poor choices. And he led a lot of people into the path of depravity. Okay, depravity, however you want to say it. And Aladdin's like, yo, I was wrong too. I screwed up too. There was a lot of asking for forgiveness in this chapter. That's why I say redemption. For that and another reason I'll hit on a little bit later. Aladdin's like, yo, no, I was wrong. Okay? Even though you did, some of your decisions were not good, obviously, you weren't totally wrong. Okay? I never thought the Chancellor, first of all, I gotta interject this. I never thought the Chancellor was evil. He wasn't my favorite character. I got more props for him in this chapter. Definitely. His wisdom and his age showed in this one. He wasn't evil. He was just misguided because of circumstances and experiences in life. And that happens. Leadership is very one of the toughest things in this life. It really is. So Aladdin's like, you know, your people, you know, the magicians, they want to protect. They're still doing their best to save Magnostadt. So all in all, you weren't wrong. Some of the, you know, maybe misguided, but I was wrong for, you know. And remember this, Aladdin, he's kind of young still. Okay, so we'll take it for what it's worth. And then we also see Yam's like, yo, you know, I was wrong when I was ready, and Chancellor's like, yo, no. I was wrong for not telling you. But Yam's like, you know, I did have fun growing up, and I'm grateful for everything you've done, Chancellor. So we had that kind of conversation. And then we had got down to the nitty gritty about redemption. Chancellor asked Aladdin an excellent question. Can those who screwed up once in their life, who made a couple bad choices, who fought against their fate, who fought against fate itself, can they not be saved from the black rook and rejoin the white rook? And Aladdin's like, you know what? It's probably possible. I just don't know if anybody's ever thought about or done it before. You know, I'm gonna check into that. So that was a great thing, you know. That, you know, from the beginning on up, you know, it progressively got better. I felt this chapter really did progressively gotten better. And so Aladdin's like, okay, you know, and Chancellor says, you know, Aladdin, yo, tell my folks one thing back in Magnostadt. That the truth and oh my goodness, the truth and wisdom that was spoken by Chancellor. I'm so glad he finally figured it out. No one is superior to anybody else. We're not superior, they're not inferior. It doesn't matter if a man has 10 times the power or 100 times the power of another. He is not superior, meaning we're all equal, meaning we're all human. That's what he was getting at. That truth right there, if more people understood that fact, this world would be a better place. So that right there, throwing that in there to conclude this whole conflict, excellent thing. You don't get much better than that. And then from there, you know, the Chancellor, he's like, you know, I have to atone for my sins. I can't, you know, I might be able to get saved by the rope because of Titus's forgiveness and all that jazz. But he's like, what about all the people? I got to take personal responsibility. And I love that. That made me mad props. I got mad props for Chancellor Matal Mogamett. Mad props. He went down truth like a G, okay? He made his bed and he stayed in it. And it wasn't like the whole situation with Kashim. That was completely different. This situation, he had to do it. Because with Kashim, it was just a fight within himself. With Magnostadt, though, he destroyed thousands of lives. If not tens or hundreds of thousands. We don't know. So, his decision, he had to pay the piper. Okay? That's what it is. That's what the whole scene was. And you know, that picture of redemption, you know, I think he'll be able to be later redeemed as well as others. You know, Aladdin's going to work to that. So that's the beauty of this chapter. And then we see a couple things at the end. You know, we get a picture of the main faces here on the battlefield. You know, and whatnot as they see the rogue, you know, the black, the medium finally get dismantled. And then we see Gyokwen. Yo, if you can't see Gyokwen as a true... Gyokwen is a true villain, yo. She's like, okay. Magnostadt, he was weak. We need to grow a core for the medium ourselves. Like, yo. One no plan B. Like, back to the drawing board. We gonna do it our way. Like, yo, Gyokwen. Not phased. Not even phased. And it also, good news, and we got confirmation, which those who knew, especially us reviewers, we knew the truth. Come on. I've been predicting what I've been telling y'all for the last couple chapters. One of the assistants kid, Empress Gyokwen, you know, Lady Scheherazade, her rook went to that place. Wherever that place is, you know. some kind of heaven or whatever. But she went to that place. So, and she's like, and Gyoko is pleased to hear that. So that gets me to wonder, how powerful was Scheherazade? Really though, how powerful was she? And then we see at the end, we see Titus's spirit, more or less, go to the sacred palace. He goes to the secret palace, and we see Ugo, who apparently is the guardian of the sacred palace. And it says Alma Toran name ? Ugo. We knew he was big time, but yo. And then I'm remembering now, he was Solomon's Jinn. So it's like more mystery. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, for example, Magi's not ending anytime soon. Easily 500 chapters. Now, there's a lot of us who've understood the illusion of 1,001 nights. Hello, literary reference, ladies and gentlemen. So overall, I give this chapter a 9 out of 10. It was simply a phenomenal chapter of Magi. Like I said, it progressively got better. We got a lot of good stuff. The only reason I don't bump it up to an amazing or a perfect chapter is because the story progression overall, it was there, but it was minimal. Let's get real. They barely move within time. We got a lot of good stuff though, but that's my only about it. It wasn't that the chapter dragged. I mean, we have a lot of important stuff. It was dialogue. We got a lot of explanation, but it's just that there wasn't very much plot progression. But overall, a phenomenal chapter, 9 out of 10. An unexpected wonder. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me y'all thoughts on Magi, this chapter. What do y'all expect out of the next arc? How do y'all feel about this current arc? How did y'all love it? Did you hate it? All that jazz. Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful night. Peace.